Welcome back, Mahula fans and Mahula friends, to the Mahula Studios with the Mahula Bros Incorporated YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at Far Beyond a Space Odyssey. Nice, very nice. Alright, excuse me while I reset myself. Now we're gonna go over, let's see, grabbing distance. Distance grabbing? Oh, distance grabbing. Comfort mode. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over the tutorial. Did it once. An anomaly immobilizes this convoy amid stellar immensity and disturbs a hitherto peaceful journey. Okay. Pure inky blackness. Are we stuck? Oh, now I hear something.
Finally you wake up. I was beginning to believe that you would never come out of cryostasis. I had to wake you up prematurely because an anomaly has caused a full stop of the spaceship. We're stuck in the middle of nowhere and I have not been programmed to make repairs. I suppose you are asking yourself a lot of questions. But all I can tell you for now is to trust me. It is your father and the Tawit Council who entrusted you to me. So let's stop wasting time with this. We have just over 45 minutes of battery reserve before the oxygen recycling system will halt, so we better hurry fix this spaceship. Before releasing you from the cryogenic tank, I'll make a quick diagnosis of your vital functions. Try not to move, Commander.
I'm guessing this is calibration.
Well, all your vital signs appear stable. Careful, I will unlock the straps.
Okay.
Perfect, you look ready. It's time to go to the Bay of Command. I hope not having been too hasty with you during your awakening, but I needed you to get out of this cryogenic tank as soon as possible so we can go to the Bay of Command. From there I will be able to perform further diagnosis and you will make the necessary repairs because we need to put this spaceship back on its feet, otherwise our mission will be a complete failure. But don't worry, I will assist you during repairs. Now let's open this door.
Yes, open the door, please. To the control panel. Ooh, look at that.
Commander, I guess you recognize this spaceship. It's your father's spaceship, the Genesis. Let's go to the Bay of Command.
That's cool. Get the battery life in our wrists.
This is the holodesk. It's the interface that allows us to control the Genesis. Stay here and don't touch anything while I switch it on. This will allow us to know the cause of the problem.
Ooh.
This is what I feared. It's the electrical control panel that seems defective. So this is now that you step in, Commander. So let's go to the electrical control panel to repair it all.
Okay, so we go to electrical panel.
No choice. We need to open the panel to access the motherboards.
No.
Look to your right, there should be an CIG containing the opening procedure. Grab it and use it to read its content.
Thanks. Okay. Panel is 348. Okay. Three, 4, 8. There you go. Cool. Oh, whoa.
The motherboard that manages the navigation system seems to be the faulty one. So we need to repair it as soon as possible. There should be everything you need in the drawer in front of you. But be careful not to disconnect any motherboard because each of them represents a vital part of the spaceship. I insist, but disconnecting the wrong one could lead us sooner than expected to a tragic end. So be extremely careful. Go ahead, you just have to grab the screwdriver and begin repairs.
There, error report. So you grab the screwdriver or socket wrench, and all you have to do is hit the trigger. The trigger turns it for you. Awesome. That is cool. Put a new CPU in there. New memory chip. That is cool. Close.
Congratulations, Commander. The navigation system seems to work properly again.
What the heck?
But on the other side, I analyzed the power system and the news are not good. The free energy generator is out of service and we cannot fix it without the help of a certified technician. But luckily, we are equipped with a ZMR solar that will allow us to retrieve and convert solar energy into electricity.
Okay.
But this model has a small battery capacity that even fully recharging it will not allow us to supply the Genesis until the end of our trip. So we will have to travel from planetary system to planetary system in order to resupply while being very careful not to run out of battery, otherwise it will be the end. The time must become our most precious resource. So that's why you have to take command of the Genesis and guide us through space.
The Genesis.
Let's start by going to the holodesk because it's time to get out of this asteroids field.
Okay. I want to close you. And we're gonna... No, I want to close. No, close, not open. Oops. Ah, screw that. Alright, holodesk. Holodesk. Information
Perfect.
error.
The holodesk seems to be fully functional now.
Okay, we have
But don't
60
be
tons of
fooled
fuel.
by the apparent complexity of the interface because its functioning is actually quite simple. So for now, let's stay focused on our goal to go as soon as possible to a rest system in order to recharge the Genesis batteries.
Okay.
Allow me to remind you, but I think you may remember that a rest system is a planetary system composed of a blue spectrum star. Only this type of star generates enough heat and radiation to activate the ZMR solar, allowing recharging the batteries. That is why we need to get there quickly. Actually, I have already sent on the galactic map the coordinates of an area where I detected the presence of a rest system. This is the moving circle on the map in front of you. It should be in this area, and luckily, it has only one planetary system. We therefore cannot mistake our destination. Remember, the planetary systems are represented by a small white sphere. Also, during your trip, don't forget to keep an eye on the remaining battery with the autonomy timer on the holodesk. If everything is clear, you can select the rest system within the area on the map.
Okay, select the rest system. Trackpad. Oh. What?
Commander, do you hear this alarm?
Yes.
This is not a good sign. You must identify its nature quickly.
I have an error here. Read the instructions displayed on the hyperdrive console. Okay, so it's because we don't have enough fuel to get there? Yeah, we don't have enough fuel to get there. So 65 tons to get there. Hello, viewer. Okay. Look at the hollow viewer in the center of the desk. Center of the desk. Okay? I'm looking at it. Okay. On the left of the desk, 60 tons. I see that.
So that's it. We don't have enough fuel to get to our destination.
No.
The only solution is to make a detour through a nearby planetary system, hoping that there is a gaseous giant we can retrieve hydrogen from.
Oops, sorry.
Look at the map. There are 2 planetary systems within our autonomy area. You see, these are the 2 circles around the spaceship on the galactic map. By chance there should be a gaseous giant in one of these 2 systems, so I'll let you make your choice. And when you'll be ready, select a planetary system, then push the lever on the hyperdrive console to your right.
They're both the same. Cost the same amount of fuel. We're going. We're going to that system with no sound effects. There's no sound, no screaming in space. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, white star.
Commander, we have reached our destination. This is why the zoom level has changed on the map in front of you. It now displays the planetary map. As you probably already know, it represents the system in which we are now. I remind you that there is 2 zoom levels, the planetary map and the galactic map. You can change the zoom level as you wish using the wheel below the hollow viewer. Can you find it?
Yes.
Perfect, you found it, but before leaving to search for a gaseous giant and some fuel, we'd better check the state of our 2 resource recovery probes. Let's start by checking the state of Digger Master, the probe that will allow to extract resources. The console used to control it is to your right. Look at the holographic representation. It allows you to monitor the wear level of the probe. This is the wear monitor. If a part is defective, you will be notified by this monitor. As we can see, the fuel level and the general state of the probe are good, but I prefer let you check it by yourself.
I see it. It's right there. See? Fuel.
Now let's look at the probe that will allow to detect resources to the planet's surface.
Okay.
It's called Columbus. This is the console to your left. Commander, could you confirm me that the fuel level is full but the scanner battery is empty?
Yes. Yes. Scanner?
Damn,
0.
without the scanner we cannot search for resource deposits on the surface of this planet.
Language,
We
young
must
man.
go replace it. Commander, let's go right now in the Columbus maintenance room to replace this battery.
There we go. Go to the Columbus. Okay, this thing's huge.
Welcome in one of the 2 maintenance rooms of the Genesis, and here is the Columbus Orbital Exploration Probe. You will spend a good part of the journey in these rooms because your probes require a lot of maintenance since each use will wear them. So, let's not waste time and go to the satellite dish atop Columbus to replace the Burter cell battery. Commander, now, open the probe holographic map. Before selecting your destination, let me remind you that each probe is divided into several maintenance sectors given that every sector manages an essential characteristic of it. For example, Columbus is divided into 4 sectors. The first one is the satellite dish, which controls the power and autonomy of the resource scanner. The second one is the bunker fuel that is supplying the probe and fuel. The third one is the plasmic ionizer, which is in charge of the fuel consumption, and the latter is the plasmic accelerator, which controls the probe movement speed. For now, the sector we are interested in is the satellite dish, located atop Columbus. To go there, you need to select the satellite dish sector on the probe holographic map.
Okay. Whoa.
Here we are in the satellite dish sector, on top of the probe. As you can see around you, a maintenance sector always consists of a workstation and a reproducer. They are absolutely necessary to disassemble and repair existing parts, but also to create new parts for your probes. As a reminder, each sector is composed of one or several key parts to its functioning, and each part is also composed of several components. For example, the scanner antenna in front of you is composed of 3 components. The wave amplifier, which controls the scanner power, the space shield antenna, which is a protective housing, and the burter cell battery, which supply the whole. Also, remember that for a part to be functional, all of its components need to be assembled and work properly. For example, in our case, the scanner does not work because the burter cell is no longer functional. It is then necessary to repair it. By the way, let's do it now. The burter cell is inside the head of the antenna, in front of you. You only need to find a screwdriver and start disassemble it. Then you will also need to use the reproducer to create a new energy battery by recycling the defective one. Now grab the screwdriver on the tool rest and let's replace this burter cell.
There you go. There we go, cool. You down there. I'll grab you with the left hand because I gotta go over here. Okay.
Now you need to recycle the part into the reproducer. It is a construction machine that uses raw ore extracted from the terrestrial planets in order to synthesize raw materials with which, through an additive manufacturing process and provided that you own its blueprint, you can create any part or any tool. Of course, you can also recycle used parts, and the more you recycle parts, the more you earn recycling points that will then allow you to unlock new blueprints. As you can imagine, it will be very useful to upgrade our probes. Also, when you recycle a part, you will receive some of its raw materials that were used in its original construction. That's it. Now you can recycle the burter cell and create a new one from its recycled raw materials.
Okay, recycling. Cool. Burger cell. Build. Oh, what do I need? Hydrogen. And silicon. There we go. Building. Building. Scan time 300 seconds. Auto charging and cargo hold. Okay, that's cool. But that's locked. I need 100 RP for that. Oh. It's built. Destock, meaning we want to take it. Cool. Put you there. Wave amplifier first class. Look at that. It's in English. Notice it's all in English. Cool. Oh, there's two screwdrivers already.
I see that eventually, over a century of cryostasis did not make you forget your training at the Bravasser Academy. As they have taught you, a rigorous maintenance is absolutely essential if we want to survive in space. So remember to always keep an eye on the wear monitors in the Bay of Command if you want to avoid a probe failure in the middle of space. Well, now that the scanner is working again, let's go back to the Bay of Command to find this fuel.
Go to the command bay. Orange. Command bay. Whoa. Scanner 100%. Zoom to planetary. Alright, cool.
Now that we made sure that our probes are in proper condition, let's explore the system in search of a gaseous giant. But as you can see, it's impossible to know the exact composition of a planet without first visiting it. The only way is to select a planet on the planetary map and use the left console to deploy Columbus in orbit around it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do. Send Columbus. Sending Columbus. Oh look, oh wow, it's cool. It went. That's cool.
I can confirm that Columbus is now in orbit around a gaseous giant filled with fuel. I sent you a holographic representation on the holo viewer in front of you. For information, there are two types of planets: gaseous, useful to retrieve fuel, and terrestrial, where we can extract some raw ore which will then be used to create spare parts for our probes. Don't panic, the method for researching and extracting resources is the same for both planet types. However, each planet has its own characteristics that may affect resource extraction. So be careful when you drill a planet. Now it's your turn. You must activate the scanner of Columbus and take its control on the holo viewer to find at least one fuel deposit on the surface of this planet.
Okay, doing the scan. Alright, cool.
Now that you have found a resources deposit, the tricky part begins. You need to deploy Digger Master at the exact spot where you found the deposit. But if you miss your target, the probe won't be able to extract resources and you will have to try again, and each trip will cost you time and fuel. So try to be as accurate as possible. The command for deployment is to your right on the Digger Master console. Use it.
Okay, as I was doing that. There I go, landed. It's digging, fuel heating up, and it's bringing in some... So you say dig, you say stop digging, and then the cool down period. Cool.
The extraction is finished, Commander. Recall the probes now.
I'll bring it back. Let's bring it back. I'm loading
Look
up
at the fuel level on the dashboard. Now we have enough to go to the rest system and resume our mission.
Okay.
Commander, look at the star. A solar storm is approaching. If we stay here, the magnetic storm will affect the proper functioning of the Genesis battery. We need to leave as soon as possible.
Okay.
You must activate the hyperdrive to the rest system.
Warning, approaching storm.
Okay, well, I need to change
Warning, approaching storm.
to galactic map,
Timeline storm.
and we're hyperdriving to the rest system. Awesome. Okay, I get it. It's basically travel, get fuel, recharge. Travel, get fuel, recharge, research. It's not bad.
Commander, look at the battery level. The generator is working properly. So now that we're in a safe place, let's take the time to chat a bit. I'll be honest with you. This is the Taught who put you in that spaceship without your knowledge to fulfill a noble mission. They planned all along that our civilization would collapse and that they could not save everyone. They therefore decided to create a synthetic ark composed of genomes and matrices that can recreate our civilization on an habitable planet using incubators. This project is called Eden Project, but it remained in sleep for centuries to such a point that it became a sort of popular myth that parents tell their children before to sleep. Unfortunately, all the Taught prophecies eventually proved true. Since the Dark War caused by the assassination of the Atafurer Congrad, our once united and thriving civilization has not ceased to weaken. Why do you think we separated ourselves from Gales II and Portig? It was not because the Council considered that they could be autonomous as announced in official publications. The real reason is that they have seceded to join the dissident factions of Bragus and Osford. Yes, a secret war was raging between our empire and rebel factions. When the Taught Council finally understood they would use the massive star located in the Bragus planetary system in the heart of the Empire to create an oversized singularity, they then decided to secure the future of our civilization by resurrecting the Eden Project. They only lacked an exceptional person to carry out this critical mission. A Kappa yet. That is why, with the approval of your father, you have been selected among the elite of the Academy, put in cryostasis without your knowledge and sent in total anonymity for a 135 years journey through the galaxy to reach the coordinates that the Taught left us and ultimately, to found a new civilization. But you need to know it's been now 134 years and 242 days since we left and that you are in cryostasis. So we're way too close to our destination for turning back. Also, I was in constant contact with the Council for more than 70 years, but communications have stopped abruptly. I think we are the last surviving member of our species. We therefore have an obligation to honor our mission by reaching these coordinates and start a new civilization. These coordinates sent us to a galaxy that lies on the edge of the universe far beyond the borders of our former empire. It's called the Milky Way. We must cross this galaxy and find this planetary system once and for all, in order to complete our Odyssey. We still have a long and perilous journey ahead of us, so we'd better not waste any more time. Let's engage the hyperdrive and leave towards our destiny. By the way, my name is Jim.
By the way, my name is Jim. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Far Beyond, the Space Odyssey. Definitely nice, I like it. I like the idea, I like everything. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that when you start, the default battery life is only 5 minutes. Okay, so the next episode you'll see is me going through the game, actual gameplay outside of the tutorial. Thanks a lot for joining me. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time. I'll have to admit, I do like the game for the way it looks, because to me it looks realistic. Well, realistic to the sense that if you see the graphics of the star there, it's the graphic simulations they use for, you know, these space science documentaries on TV channels. So, you know, I'm impressed with that. I like that. It's not trying to be comic-y. It's trying to be as realistic as possible. So, thanks a lot. Hopefully, you know, we'll get through this nice, comfortably, and it'll be a nice challenge, not too frustrating. So go ahead and stay tuned. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you can continue to receive Mahula Madness in your inbox. Thanks for the love and support. We ask for your continued love and support by giving us those clicks, liking, favoriting, sharing. Stay thirsty, keep frosty. We ask the powers that be to keep you safe out there in the real world while we take risks for you in these virtual reality worlds, so that you and your wallets don't have to. Thanks a lot.